Slim Shady.
Hello, and welcome back to What We Do in the Shadows. I mean, What We Do in Barovia. No, wait. She's the Ancient, a genderbent Curse of Strahd here on Gilding Light. Okay. We should really be streaming 10 minutes before we go live. It's wild. Okay. Thank you to the Gilding Light team, to Satine Phoenix, and to DC Lasser for producing today and every week and being overall amazing. I am your Dungeon Master, Beth the Bard, everywhere at It's Beth the Bard. Let's intro the characters because that's who you're really here to watch murder everyone in Barovia. Okay, so
we don't murder everyone in Barovia. We've made at least
just the ones that don't deserve it.
And first off, they murder each other anyway, so we're just helping smooth the process over.
Right, and we have made at least 3 friends.
We have made just as many friends as we've officially murdered on camera.
This isn't just Curse of Strahd, this is Curse of... What do you guys call yourself again?
The Stab'em family.
Yeah, that. Okay, Tyler, go ahead and introduce your character.
Hello, I'm Ty Stone at lame_riot on Twitter. Today I will be playing Roxy, the Hexblood Bard, and I will try to do the Carlo voice, but I am also sick, so it's going to be quite an effort.
You will do amazing. Jay Davidson.
I'm Jessie Day. Jay, you can find me on Twitter at the boss Jessie J. It's been a week and it's only Tuesday. And I am playing Todd, the elf warlock, who's more than a bit deranged from their time stuck in Barovia.
Barovia.
You got
Is that the right one?
It is.
Yep.
Okay.
But at this point, I mean...
Neither one sounds right
It's
anymore.
Bavaria.
I give up.
Does nothing... Yeah. Jay Casual.
Oh hey, what can I say? It's Jay Casual. You can find me on all social media at Just2Casual and Casual Creativity over on Twitch. I am an all-around content creator, storyteller, and future publisher of the anime-inspired 5e-compatible Deep Breath, where magic meets technology, and we ask, where do you stand? Inhale anticipation, explore deep breath, exhale excitement. And today I am Dr. Jericho, the reborn artificer with multiple minds and pieces of things that have crafted me together, allowing for me to become many creatures at many times and diving deep in the darkest shades of whatever darkness Strahd has brought upon us, and trying not to let the party kill themselves. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Fenway, what about you?
Hi everyone, I am Fenway Jones, also known as Fenway the Teen DM on Twitter, and at Jasper's Game Day on all of the social medias. I do all of the Jasper's Game Day things, and I will be playing Sarzeneth, the half-angel, half-demon rogue cleric who is having multiple identity crises right now, and still doesn't believe she tried to kill Roxy. Yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. I'll be playing everyone else. So, and it'll be fun because I'll get the accents mixed up, voices mixed up, I'll get it all mixed up. So enjoy. 3 things real quick. That's the number 3 right here. Okay. 1, tonight we continue season 2, our final live season. You can catch up on all previous episodes via Gilding Light's YouTube channel. 2, RPG University is going to give away a copy of the book She is the Ancient from DM's Guild. The winner will get a whisper from me at the end of the show so I can secure their email address and all that stuff. But I asked my BFF over there, DC, to help me with it. So you'll see that in the comments at some point. And 3, this is a gothic horror campaign. Much of the content will be disturbing and weird. Just like a lot of weird. Viewer discretion is advised. You can find a link to our show credits and thematic warnings at sheistheancient.com. And I think that's it. So, last we left off, I'm gonna try and do this recap in 30 seconds. Okay, ready? Okay.
Timer.
Oh no! You were walking. You met a creeper with a dead guy over his shoulder. He wanted your faces. You killed him. You regurgitated Gorik from the village of Barovia.
Time is money. Let's go faster.
Accidentally turned him into a zombie. You blew him up. You took Creeper's shoulder corpse and turned him into a zombie. You named him Bob Zombie. So you now have Bob Zombie. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
You made your way to the winery after Sarzeneth had a moment of connection with her mother, who happens to be her clerical patron. Surprise, surprise. To be some sort of mom versus dad power grab going on, like some custody issue. I don't know. Sarzeneth tried to kill Roxy. Todd trapped Sars. A scarecrow dog ran through a field. Y'all were like, and then you made it to the winery. There were people acting super weird.
That's all we did.
Sarzeneth got something to drink. She became less like, kill the party. There were snake lake vines everywhere. Roxy investigated inside the winery, discovering creepy crawlies, but remaining invisible. DJ ate a snake about 30 feet into the ground and then bashed through the basement. Yep, everyone fought a plant monster, and you found Rictavia. Yay!
And that was
30 seconds.
That was a minute and 15.
It was 30 seconds somewhere.
It was a minute and... Oh man, okay.
Yeah, sorry, you're fired. All right, DC, you're up.
But you have to bring the cat ears.
Next!
And now, you have found Rictavia. You see the head in her hand as, you came into the scene. Rictavia and Todd are both holding a head. It smelled like fresh cut grass everywhere, like your lungs were like, oh!
Yeah, my throat just closed thinking of fresh cut glass, so.
Glass?
Yeah.
That's a whole entire
There's glass
different
too. My throat would close because of glass too.
And as Rictavia is holding this, looks up at you all, the head begins to shrivel up like a dried cactus, and she kind of like, ugh, and drops it. The rest of the bits of the odd people shrivel up in the same manner. The flock of ravens that have been circling in the air like a dark cloud over the top of the winery, they caw loudly and then go completely silent, landing one by one by one in the trees around you. Around you in the definitely not destroyed winery.
No, not at all.
That one wasn't our fault. I don't think.
I mean, it was technically destroyed previous to us getting there. It just wasn't as visible until we got here.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like it was standing and now it is like not standing anymore, so...
See, destroyed, it was like mentally and spiritually destroyed, and we just physically destroyed it.
You know what, that is quite fair. Yep. That... Ez is like, he throws up a piece of brick or wood or whatever I've decided this place is made out of, and just
brick and wood.
Brick and wood. And it steps out and... you see him kind of squat down on the ground and pull off one of his legs and kind of wait,
what?
Hmm?
Why is
Oh, come on, we're used to people pulling off their parts at this point.
Okay, sure, but not usually when they're alive.
At least not when we're not involved.
Right.
None
he
of us
cleans it up a
to detect
bit.
undead.
Wait, his own leg?
Yeah.
Is it still made of flesh, or is it does it look like a prosthetic?
I need to know, are you all gaping at him as he does
Yes.
this?
Yes, definitely.
I'm the only person I know that removes body parts from myself to do things with it, so yes.
We're all
All
like,
right, you look over and you see it's just a wooden leg, and he kind of reattaches it.
realize it was a wooden leg.
Oh,
Really?
I'm not interested anymore. DJ goes back to dealing with the fact that I'm missing an arm.
You could wait, DJ. You could take a bite of it and see its origin.
And back in mannequin form. This is true. As my hand is over the missing arm, just holding it as if it's a wound, yep.
Roxy's gonna walk up to Rictavia in wolf form and then drop it, and is still disguised as Carla. And I'll be like, "We found you!" and boop her on the nose.
She looks over and you see she's an older woman, dark brown skin, grayed hair. She's got just a scarf on her head. She kind of picks up her hat, puts it on, and transforms into her younger self. And she goes, I am going to, do I need to continue with the French accent? I think we all know here that I can just, and she just drops it and is like, I'm gonna keep this, but...
Yeah, we know who you are at this point.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
We came to find you.
Looking for
Somehow we
you,
found
and I
him.
boop her on the nose again.
Somehow we found him, and I pointed and we still very confused about the situation. Anyway, he says he knows you.
And you see as he reattaches his leg, he actually has moved over and has embraced Rictavia and this big bear hug. Not literally bear, just hug. And they're just having a moment of...
I polymorph him into a bear. No.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like something that Roxy would do. But I continue talking while they're embracing, having no sense of when a moment should be left a moment.
No personal space.
No personal space. Well, no. I have much personal space. I understand my own personal space. Not necessarily so much other people's personal space.
You see her kind of pull back from him and just kind of caress his face, and she's like, my son, I'm so happy to see you again. And she gives him a kiss on the forehead. It looks weird because they look the same age at the moment, but just gives him a big kiss and then turns back to you all.
So are we going after the sword now?
I thought we were supposed to be going after gems. I thought that's what the scarecrow dude took.
No, we're just after Rictavia, and we have her. So now we just need to go get the sword.
I thought we were supposed to be saving the winery. I mean,
no, we
kind
were
of
pretending to
counteractive,
save the
but-
winery.
To get Rictavia.
Get
Yes.
Rictavia.
Oh.
But we have her, so...
We've acquired our goal.
Is this
Just
all
the
out
sword.
loud?
Oh yeah.
Oh, of always.
Oh, cool.
We don't have.
Why don't we have this conversation somewhere safe? Bob, come here. And I hand Bob a vial of blood, and him and I are gonna start ritual casting the tiny hut. But really, he's just gonna dip his hand in it and just wipe it on the ground.
Bob reaches into this vial of blood and is slapping the ground with it. His hand's covered in dirt, he dips it back in.
Yep, I'm gonna start casting the hut.
Okay.
So many questions. What was that scarecrow dog thing that was really creepy and had an upside down backwards head?
Well, so I came here on the information that the winery was in danger,
We know, the head told us. We know all about the wine.
But the Scarecrow has the sword. And the sword is the last thing that we need.
Oh yeah,
Right?
that's
It's the last thing on the list.
Now, I know
So,
about the sword.
You all are going to need to go track down the creepy Scarecrow thing and get the sword so we can go find Strahd.
You are a part of that group, Todd.
No, I think it's better suited for Sarsneth to
I will
lead a
bring you
small team
along.
to the creepy Scarecrow. And I will hold the fort here.
This fort has already been very much destroyed. You are not going to do much holding unless it is of broken pieces.
I've held
you-
less.
Are you all in the hut at this point, prepping?
It
for
takes
the
11
long rest?
minutes to cast, so
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
yeah, since it's
At
a
least there's
ritual.
nobody left here for me to kill.
There's 8 of us.
Debatable.
Safe
That's
place to be.
debatable.
Just make sure you take Irina with you.
To kill? I thought that we had made friends.
No.
now.
They're saying to take you with us to go find Scarecrow Dog.
Yes.
Because you're so, and I've like put my hand over Todd's mouth, because you're so great at doing your job.
It's true, you did not hurt any of us in that last fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know that my patron actually rolled high enough that I did pretty well that time, so we'll see how.
I don't know what rolled high enough means, but it sounds like it was really good.
Rictavia explains, you can see at this point that she's covered in just all these weird, like, scrapes and scratches and slashes. She's like, so about that scarecrow,
What is it?
well, yes, it did take the gem. We fought over the gem, and it won. But when the scarecrow attacked me, I had visions of its home in, I believe it's a place called Berez. While the gem is important to recover, I honestly, I don't think anything is safe as long as Strahd is pulling the strings in an attempt to destroy all of Barovia once and for all. From what I've gathered, she's sick of repeating this loop over and over again. So I'm aware that an item resides there. You guys keep talking about a sword of sunlight. I'm gonna assume you know more about what that is than what I do.
We
You know
literally know the words you just said.
You
It's
know
very
what
true. We weren't
assuming
told
does,
much
right?
other than it was needed.
You know what assuming does, right?
It's
Not in a PG-13 show.
I can say that phrase, I cannot say the rest of it.
She kind of. Anyways, I'm off to retrieve this sword and then head to Castle Ravenloft to deal with the actual problem once and for all. After that, I will return the gem here and try to help restore the winery to its former glory. I feel we have at least a month before Barovia runs out of these wine resources.
That's good.
In
We've
which
got at
case
least 2
it'll all
months until
die.
There's a winery again.
You.
Great, we'll come with you to find the sword.
Well.
And we'll come with you to Castle Ravenloft.
And we'll deal
That's
with the
the
problem
one
with
building
you.
in Barovia we haven't destroyed yet.
We're really good at destroying it, though, so I bet it will not.
It
Take
won't
down the
be standing
castle.
for long.
Ez kind of steps in and is like, well, guess what I was doing this last month? I was trying to scout out Castle Ravenloft some more, taking some notes. He pulls out his notebook, kind of opens it up. There's like maps drawn out and stuff. It's like, recently visited under disguise, as I do once in a while, you know, until, can't remember the right-hand lady's name. I don't know, scary elf lady caught on, had to bust out of there. But
Is that the one
there
we
is a little
killed?
boy there now.
Yes, I'm aware there's a little boy there.
That is actually why we're going to the castle.
Oh,
Well, it's why
He
some of you
is-
are going.
he's a nice kid. I talked to him for a bit. He was like scrubbing the floors of a like prison hallway in the crypts or something. Seemed to have made friends with a werewolf, but seemed pretty sad as
Sounds
well.
about right.
Yeah. Turns out he's also not human, by the way. Just so I forgot to tell everyone that. That would have been useful a while ago.
Irina's like, the what? What?
If he's human, he's a different kind of human. I don't know. Baba Eve told me that he was special. There was something different about him.
Well, that is a tomorrow problem. And everyone take a long rest, I guess. Unless there was any other questions you had during the evening, any things you wanted to do that evening, now is your chance.
I'm going to spend the last hour of my long rest doing my ritual to get my extra spell.
Okay. Oh, and hold on, I'm gonna come right to you, DJ. Todd, you, while you and Rictavia were fighting these evil plant people, previously, like, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago, whatever it was in the story, she had tossed you a ring, and you popped it onto your pinky finger, and were able to cast Sickening Radiance during the fight, which helped you
Nice.
guys overcome them. And now you have a story reason that your character has Sickening Radiance. There we go. Popped it in. Boop. DJ, did you say you were doing something during the long rest? Because I could not hear you when you talked.
Yes, TJ will be building a new arm and a few other modifications to this body
Okay.
using some random bits and pieces that I've consumed.
Of course. So,
As
like,
one does.
mannequin plus, like, bits arm?
Of stone and, dirt slurp, dig slurp materials.
Dirt? Wait, hold on. Go back up. What?
Dig slurp? Yeah. When DJ dug through the ground and ate all the gravel and the
I think
snake.
I saw them in concert once with Bad Religion.
Yes, you remember them. Yeah, using rock rubble and the vegetation to build a new arm.
Of course, yeah.
Oh, dig slurp. Okay.
Dig.
Not what I thought I heard.
That's, yeah, I was also like, pardon? Reference subtitles? Okay.
Yes, because we all know that these subtitles can be trusted.
Hey, do not give me that, casual. We all know that there is a very good chance that you would have said that had it not been a PG-13 show.
First off, no. Secondly, I'm building a very nice arm. PG-13 arm.
Edward Scissorhands. All right, but other stuff. Anyways, you guys get a long rest. Hit points, spell slots, whatever. At some point in the night, you notice, you hear some screeching in the sky. Everything kind of smells smoky. The ravens begin screaming, like, not cawing, screaming, like a little girl.
Do we have
Todd is
a
going
roof?
to cast Eldritch Blast at all of the screaming ravens. Because Todd only trances for 4 hours, so Todd is not going to listen to that for another 4 hours while everybody else is sleeping. Todd will kill them all.
As you cast can you do that out of the hut? Is that somebody give me the spell mechanics?
Technically, yes.
Technically,
think-
yes.
I-
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think anything can come in. I think that's the
Yeah, what?
issue.
Nothing can come in that I choose, but yeah, she can cast it out.
Okay. So as you cast out this eldritch blast at this particular tree full of ravens, you see that they're being attacked by bats. And between your eldritch blast and the bat attack, you notice about 4 ravens fall from the trees, transform into humans, and hit the ground with a splat.
No regrets, but I am going to target the bats instead. And also, I'm going to run over really quick and see if these humans are completely dead.
You're gonna leave the hut?
Yeah. Todd completely forgot about the hut. Because you can't see it from the inside, right? It's one of those.
I don't think
it's
so. I don't. It
invisible
might be
from the
opaque or
outside.
something. I don't read spells. Just wing it.
Todd's gonna go check on the
Same.
humans and see if they're dead.
Yeah, you run over and there are bits.
There's always bits.
How big
Always
of
bits.
bits? Like
Probably
quarter-sized
bits that would interest
big-sized
DJ.
Bits.
Like arm-sized
Okay.
bits.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish killing off the bats so that the ravens will shut up.
Okay, so the bats in the sky are beginning to completely block out moonlight.
Like there's that many of them?
Like, we're talking hundreds and gathering further. And about, we're gonna say like 11 other ravens are screaming like children.
Can they come into the hut?
No.
I don't
Okay,
even
then
think
I'm
you
gonna
can go
run
back into the hut.
And I'm gonna wake up Roxy.
I'm gonna block Todd from the hut now. What's going on? What's going on?
Roxy,
What?
We need to get those ravens into the hut. Can you, open a raven door?
No.
And get them... Look, they turn into people, but we need to get them in. Because there's too many bats to kill. Do you want to listen to them all night? Because those are the choices.
I was asleep. You're the one disturbing me.
If I have to hear it, we all have to hear it. I will wake up everyone. Can you get the ravens into the hut?
Can Sarsnet
No, it's not that big of a hut.
Fine, everybody's waking up, and Todd's gonna start kicking people awake.
I smack Todd with my pillow.
No, get up, Sarsnet, and I'm gonna kick her over and over until she gets up.
Hold on.
And I'm gonna get really close to her ear, and I'm gonna say, I will Eldritch blast you into tomorrow if you do not get up right now.
Can I bite Todd's face?
Whew.
Todd is alert. Todd is going to dodge that.
As you are fighting, the screaming stops.
So either they're all dead or the bats are gone. Or
All right,
the
well,
moon's
that's
gone.
fine. And I'm
See,
going to go
Todd,
back
you big
to
baby, it's not that big of a deal.
I
The
go back to
sky?
sleep.
You can't see anything, but you hear the sound. You hear it, you feel the wind against your face and the beating of hundreds, if not thousands, of little wings circling through the sky. No more raven noises.
So, again, either we have 3 options here. No, one of those options is not possible because the bats are still here. We have 2 options. Either all of the ravens are dead, or because the moon is gone, they're no longer screaming. Either way, it is not our problem anymore.
When I get back to the people, do I see any living ravens hiding or
Or do
Give
we
me a
see more
perception
dead
check.
bits?
people on the ground?
Give me a perception check. You're at no light. And I would like to emphasize that even though they screamed like children, none of the bits were children bits. That is against our rules.
Yes.
Grown-ups can scream like children too.
I don't
Exactly.
remember
Well,
what I'm
when
doing.
they're in raven
My
form.
perception.
Did Todd wake up DJ? Or just only Sarsnath?
I think I just got to Sarsnet. That's 17, and I have dark vision.
I would have probably followed Todd before following Todd would have made sure I can get back into the hut.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to come. Go back to sleep, Sar. Get your beauty rest. And I'm gonna go check on
As,
the
like,
people.
You obviously didn't get yours.
Todd's got like a little bit of blood on the cheek from being bit. And the rest of you begin to wake up. It is morning-ish. It looks like
no, I
night,
rolled
but
a
it is morning.
17 on the bat.
This
and the
is all
raven.
happening at the same time, okay? It's all at the same time.
Destroy the bodies before Todd gets to see them. Fireball.
You definitely... You guys wake up to see Todd off in the woods, like... And Todd, you see one raven on the ground, its wing just ripped off.
Oh, that's gruesome. I'm gonna tear some of my coat off and use it to pick up the raven. Because I'm covered in blood all the time, so why would I care about getting this thing's blood on me? And I'm gonna
could just clean the
tuck it
blood,
under
but-
one arm, and then I'm gonna grab some body parts. I'm gonna look for like meaty legs, and I'm gonna take them back to the hut. And I'm
She's
gonna start a fire.
looking for some thick thighs.
And I'm just gonna fillet the legs.
Thunder
and
thighs,
start
if you will.
drying out the meat.
More turkey.
So, that's what you all wake up and see. I'm not going to describe it. Use your imaginations for your character.
I'm gonna
I want to
set
know
the raven
Irina's.
down
I want to know Irina's
next to
reaction.
my black apple. And they can keep each other company.
Irina kind of sits up, looks over, and then looks over to Roxy and is like, I'm not going to eat anything that Todd is making. I am...
You know, before the whatever that is, that's probably a good idea anyway.
That is... I am seeing a human leg.
If a raven that is a human lays an egg, is the egg human?
A little person cracks their way out.
More importantly, is the egg a human baby? That would be like a need to know.
Well, you killed the people, so, probably we'll never find
the
out.
bats could have killed the people.
You literally said you Eldritch Blasted them.
So what came first, the raven or the person?
Well, if you give me a history check, I can actually tell you the answer to that.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I will take you up on that offer. How about a 15?
15. You happen to know that there is a thing called a were-raven, and that they usually start out as a person and then are inflicted with the lycanthropy of being able to become a raven.
Lamest were form possible.
I disagree with that. I think rat.
I was gonna say, there's were-rats, so...
I don't know.
And while the were-rats are slightly larger than regular rats, they can't do much. And they sure as heck cannot fly. So...
I don't know,
Hey,
were
Sarsnet.
seem to get bodied by
What?
bats, so...
If you have a were-raven in raven form, and you feed it a piece of human jerky, is
I
that
think
cannibalism?
I think it's...
Or does the raven form cancel out the cannibalism? As I'm feeding a piece of dried meat to Stephen, my raven.
Wait, you have a raven? Since when?
Yeah, he's right here. He's next to Raven, the apple. But don't get confused. The apple is Raven, and the raven is Stephen.
That's not confusing at all.
How have we done anything so far?
We have not done anything so far.
Okay. Irina sits down, and she reaches over, and she picks up a piece of meat, and she starts eating it.
Of the human meat?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
A little bit of like a tear in her eyes.
I have other food.
Yeah, while she does that, I'm gonna pull out some of my food and be like, you don't have to.
You guys brought food?
As DJ opens chest compartment, reaches through the makeshift organs, and pulls out, like, prepared food. I don't eat, but I store all food.
Well, you know,
should
that
have.
would have been really good to know about a minute and a half ago.
You should have asked first.
I have other rations too.
May I please have some of your food? And she walks over
course.
to you. Okay.
While everyone's sitting around for breakfast and such, I'm gonna pull out my ritual stuff and start my ritual for my extra spell. Let's see what the spirits have in store for us today.
Rictavia steps out, kind of looks at you all with just like one eye open, one eye still asleep.
She just
Sits
now
down.
waking up. Does she have any idea what's happened so far?
You know what? I do not need this. I am much older than the rest of you.
Well, there's
Sleep
jerky
is a
for
thing.
breakfast if you're hungry.
Oh, I haven't had jerky in a while. That sounds delightful. Thank you.
And Todd will gladly hand her some.
And I look at Irina and I just hold my finger over my lips.
She's like,
And Todd's gonna kind of like shove the bloody, bony parts behind a stump.
Steven lets out like a squawk.
It's okay, Stephen. It wasn't your leg. You're fine.
Squawk. Anything else before you head off across the field?
I hope you know it has been 43 minutes and we have gotten through Morning.
You know what? Roleplay is my favorite thing in the whole world, so it doesn't bother me.
And 2 acts of cannibalism.
2 acts of cannibalism.
One.
Hey, Todd's an elf. It's not cannibalism.
I wasn't counting you, but that's also true.
DJ. Anything DJ is doing as you guys pack up and head out with Steven, Bob Zombie, and all these other new people?
Just organizing my internal organs.
Just like open and like, what's up, guys? And like intestines
like,
here and like.
Yeah, reshuffling my intestinal space for the back of holding, moving my lungs around, and just making new space.
Ez is just watching you the whole time as you guys begin to walk.
I give Bob Zombie my dagger, and I'm like, "This is how you use it," and I show him stabbing motions.
And he stabs you in the arm.
Well, okay. How about we don't stab me or the others? I will let you know who to stab. But yes, very good, very good. You are learning so quick.
He's very pleased with himself.
Alright, after a while we do, finally, after rearranging everything and doing some little artificer tinkering on these organs for later, I do believe it is time to depart.
You all...
Yep, I'm all finished, and I'll pack up my ritual stuff. The spirits today have helped me learn how to communicate with people from a long distance, so that's an exciting new thing to learn.
Someone give me a number 1 through 88.
I will do that.
42.
Oh,
42.
wow.
This is the answer to everything.
Alright, 42.
Irina. Ooh.
Okay, go ahead, Irina.
Oh no, I forgot. Oh no, ADHD brain. You mentioned, Irina comes up to you and is like, you have mentioned that you learned how to communicate with people over a long distance. Do you think that
the spirits have taught me.
do you think that we can contact Eastmark?
There's only one way to find out. I can give it a shot. I am going to read the spell to make sure that I don't have to say the words out loud.
While you do that, what does DJ look like now?
Chunks of DJ start to appear to fall off the mannequin pieces as DJ starts to shrink slightly, but only maybe 1.5 feet. Skin starts to become frail and brittle and red and taut as a very goblin-esque appearance reappears with burns parts of the skin, and seems to be what little hair is on there is burned down to the scalp as it has become a lava step goblin.
Of course. I would expect nothing less.
Is there anything you would like me to say to Eastmark if I'm able to?
She's kind of distracted by the goblin. Ez looks over at Riktavi and is like, this has actually happened a few times. It's totally normal. Just, go with it. Irina looks back and is like, I just want to know if he is okay. If really, I just need. I would like to know if he is okay.
Okay, we'll try. And it does take verbal components, so I'm assuming that means the message itself.
Yeah.
I will send Eastmark a message.
And how far is the range? Or is this
plane of existence?
Okay.
Oh, that's only short distance. Got it.
Rows A through double C.
Do you just say, are you okay? Like, what are you saying?
I'll say, this is Roxy. Oh, holy crap, I have to count. This is Roxy. How are you doing? We are coming for you. Have to make a pit stop your sister is with us.
Was that the full count?
Yeah, I did 23 words.
Okay. You just like Irina was counting with, and she goes, I love you! And I don't know if she's allowed to, but we're doing it. And
I'll say I love you. Or I'll say love you, because there can't be an I. Yeah, I'll just say love you.
You hear a response after a little bit. Roxy? Where are you guys? I got stuck here, and I'm really scared, and there's a lot of people, and some of them and cuts off.
He's okay. He's alive. He doesn't sound sick or hurt or anything. He sounds healthy.
That is good. I was hoping that, given our prior, situation that, that Irina glares.
I'll be like, yeah, just give me a minute, and I'll kind of like turn and try to quietly be like, don't worry about the bad people. We are coming to stop them. We won't let them hurt you any further. We know where you are. And I'll just turn around.
Can he respond again? Did you just cast it again?
I casted it again. Yeah. And then I'll turn around all calm and stuff. Like,
you hear him,
shall
like,
we?
He's been like yelling this whole time, and it just like goes into it. He's like, and then also like some of them, they were and they're like, they've got like blood everywhere, and they like to bite things, and they try to drink my blood, and but then like then Strahd is like, what is it?
He's fine. He's a little scared, but that's to be expected. But you know what? He seems like he's doing okay enough, and we should get to him, and he'll be safe and sound.
That is really comforting to hear. I'm so glad that I have you as a friend, and that you are so kind to do that for me. Thank you.
You're welcome. It did cost 2 spell slots, but you know what? It's worth it.
You guys have been walking for several miles along.
Yeah, I can cast and walk.
Yeah, no, I assume all of this has like gotten you across this field and everything.
Well, if we've been walking, I have been slowly lighting any grass I could find on fire. Anything.
Okay.
Yeah, just little bits. Just
like on purpose or like accidentally as you walk along?
Oh, on purpose. I have a little mini torch that I kindle and just light and just keep going.
Are you trying to keep it secret from the party? Like, are you behind the party and you're just like...
Nope, I'm just fire, and then waits and walks a bit, does it again.
At least it rains a lot.
Irina, you might want to go on the other side.
Well, at least the enemies will know we're coming.
We're not being very secretive, but you know what?
It's never been our strong suit.
That is not... I don't think we've ever... Yep. As you guys meander across this field, past this river, it gets a little bit harder to light things on fire as you're walking this trail along the edge of a river. But yeah, just this flaming world behind you, like just forest fire Barovia, but
it's gonna end up like Dome. There's no more oxygen. We're all stuck in here with no air.
Yeah. Yep. Thick shroud of fog everywhere. You can taste it. It tastes sulfuric. Tingles your skin. It's like a loud ringing in your ears as you move along. You see scattered throughout this marsh that you have approached are old peasant cottages. Emphasis on peasant. Their walls seem to be... Would you have something to say, DJ?
What is the cottages made out of?
Peasants.
Well, they're... Wow. They seem to be mostly like straw and dirt, and they're covered in black mold.
Fire.
You set one on fire?
I throw out alchemist fire up on the wall.
You throw alchemist fire on one. You throw alchemist fire on one, and it bursts into alchemist fire flames. And a couple minutes later, you hear, "Oh God! Get out! Get out of the house!" And this young woman with 3 children on her hips runs out the front door into the town, looks back at her home as it burns to the ground.
No.
Hey, I forgot people actually live here.
Oh no.
But you see lots of you what?
I need another number 1 through 88.
Wait, I want to roll it this time.
24.
Ah, okay.
I was gonna say that because it was the reverse of 42.
All right, it'll take a moment. Continue.
You can see that there's lots of these decrepit dwellings, and you now know that people live in them. There are clouds of flies, like as you guys are walking through this large, it's like.
Is that because they're made out of peasants?
They're flies.
And
And
I meant the houses. Is it because there's a bunch of dead people making the houses? Is that why they're flies?
do you guys want the houses to be made out of dead people?
Very
It'll
much
totally
so.
change the vibe, but we can work with this.
I mean, yes, but I don't want to change the
Maybe just like
story.
every third house.
Exactly
yeah,
every
show
third
homes.
house as you walk along seems to be made out of people parts. One of them entirely skeletal.
That's cool.
That's
Very hard to
pretty
keep
cool.
the draft out, but that's cool.
It's like a cob home. It's filled in. The cracks are filled in with mud.
Honestly,
So it's just
kinda
mostly mud
keep
with-
the wolves out, though, right? Because they can blow that down too. It's the body parts that keep it together.
But the wolves can eat the body parts.
Woo! Everyone roll a Constitution savings throw.
Just because the DM said so.
Ooh, dirty 20.
That's a 15.
15, 20.
19.
Todd?
13.
Ah.
Better, but
You
still
all
the lowest.
take a half damage of 3 piercing damage from these flies that there seems to be many more flies because of the houses made out of bodies. And
That tracks.
Best 3 damage I've ever taken.
and so you guys are getting bitten by angry horse flies that have been really plumping up on these dead body houses.
Oh, horse flies are
Plumping
good.
up.
Yep. They're big fat
Ew.
horse flies. Like,
Ew.
No, that tracks.
yeah.
That tracks.
and you you see that across this, you make your way across this little stream, and you see these houses. You see kind of this dilapidated, broken down mansion over to the left. Seems to be reduced to a pile of stones and rotting timber. You see scarecrows everywhere. Like
Are they
everywhere you look, there's a wooden stake with a scarecrow just kind of hung off of it, head dangling, arms dangling.
Man, when the old lady told us scarecrow, I was hoping there would just be one.
I didn't know
And there's a
scarecrow
bunch
was
of
plural
swords
for
too.
More than one scarecrow.
You definitely see maybe 100. Just
Whoa.
placed all over this little village.
We just burn them one at a time.
Same village with the body houses? Or is that across the stream from that little village?
No, you've crossed the stream. You are in. So the crossing the stream is when you saw the houses and one was set on fire. And now
And then we
you
crossed
are in
those. Okay.
in this village. Your feet are like sinking into the ground. This whole place is flooded. It's like a swamp. The houses themselves seem to be sinking further into the ground itself. The house that was set on fire, it eventually the flames just kind of go out from moisture. Moisture went out.
And as DJ's form shifts once again, this time slightly taller, more form-figured, a feminine figure, pale skin and black tattoos across her body, no clothing, more so vines entwined around the skin and almost weaving through the flesh to make makeshift skin, being more revealing than necessary, but almost blending to the swamp-like visual of the area, becoming a Moldaya elf. And where is it exactly that we'd find this sword? Are we just wandering, hopeful?
All of us at once look at Rictavia.
Ez kind of rushes over and is like, Mom? But gets very, very close to you all, as just really trying to figure out what is going on with DJ. Like, has seen this going on, but is probably going to start asking questions. And Rictavia is kind of like, I saw it in, I saw a few things. I saw a hut. I saw a statue.
Like the huts we passed back there?
No, I feel like it's further in here.
What kind of statue? Like a scarecrow statue or like a statue? Like, we need details here. You can't
Was
just
the
say a hut
statue
and a
inside
statue
of a
is
building?
like here.
I'm looking. I'm looking. And she just kind of steps out ahead of you. And you see as she walks forward, the flies and the mist begin to move around to different spots. And you see ahead of you, someone has built a ramshackle wooden hut on the stump of an enormous tree. The rotting roots of this stump are kind of thrust up from the mire. It looks like the legs of a gigantic spider.
I found a hut.
There's...
Tarzanette, that's so obvious. Everybody knows that's the hut.
I didn't say the hut. I said a hut. Excuse you.
This still doesn't bring us closer to the said statue, or what other visions might bring us closer to
Yes,
our
Todd.
Well, why don't you go in the hut, Tarzanette?
Would you like me to send someone to go look?
No,
That's what Octavia's doing.
And DJ will start gracefully walking towards the hut.
Why do you invade my home? A ghost just like appears
Whoa!
in front of you. Just like the fog was separating, giving you the vision of the hut, and then came back together dramatically in the form of a giant woman. Her features completely mutilated. You see her entrails kind of just hanging out like frayed rope.
Her entrails are out trails.
Her entrails are out trails, and she just
like
appears
full
in front of
color
DJ.
imagery, or is it like wispy smoke imagery?
Wispy smoke imagery.
Oh, much less
The
dramatic.
flair for the dramatics, we haven't even stepped foot in your home.
After everything that I lost, be gone, I beseech you. And she like waves a misty hand in your face, and you feel like you were just stabbed in the face by a bunch of thumbtacks.
Oh, that was a nice breeze.
Greetings. We're simply here to acquire something that, well, in terms of fate, belongs to us. We will acquire our good, and then you shall be no further disturbed. Thank you for your time. And DJ will take a few more
We
steps.
really don't want to bother you. We're just looking for something. And then we'll be out of
they
your
said
way.
belongs to us.
Something we need.
She looks at Irina and turns to the side. Why are you here? Why do you have her? She's
who?
dead.
Or she came with us.
Who's dead? She's not dead.
No,
She's
he's
here.
dead, and I'll point to Bob.
No,
So technically, are they? And I pointed at DJ.
Waves.
I care not for these dead ones.
Might
Marina,
I say that you are also a ghost, and you are here?
not like. And she ignores you all, and she turns to Irina and goes, Marina, how?
Her name is
Very nice.
Irina.
Do you know her?
I do not know this this ghost lady with the entrails at all. No.
Well, way to point out her entrails. That's kind of rude.
I'm sorry, miss. She has no idea who you are. Maybe you've got the wrong face?
I'm your mother. Marina, you do not recognize me?
Can I do an insight check on this ghost lady?
Absolutely.
Didn't Strahd, what's her face, say that Irina was reborn every 50 years after she died?
Yeah, that's a big old 10.
10. I mean, you do remember Strahd saying something like that, yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
I am not Marina. I am very sorry that my mother was burgomaster of the village of Barovia, and the ghost says I am burgomaster, or I was burgomaster of Berez before the situation, before I lost you, before it was flooded by the Countess.
Oh. Well, unfortunately, your daughter has been reborn as another human being. And this is Irina.
This is all very
not
confusing.
Your daughter.
And we've come to acquire an item.
Oh.
Is there anyone else? Was there anyone that knows about reincarnation, if that's possible? Being reborn is one thing, but being reborn a whole new person with whole new memories?
We are looking to avenge all of the people that the Countess has hurt.
Yes,
So-
she hurt us. She hurt my Marina.
So if you want to help us in our mission, then we need to get our item.
We're looking for a sword of sunlight. Is that something you've ever heard of?
Yes. I know of this sort of sunlight. We acquired it, and there's a statue. I will take you to the statue. It was after. See, Marina was courted by a beautiful lady named Vasilisa, and they fell in love. And Marina suddenly gathered memories. She told me about them, and I don't remember how in the world she could have gathered these memories, but she was very angry at her friend Vasilisa, and turns out that it was Strahd, after all, in disguise, and Strahd, in her rage at this confrontation, flooded everything, tore this place apart, and the pure vile reaction of the earth itself killed Marina. And Strahd came back some time later and erected a statue to her. In an apology that is far too late, if you ask me. But it is over that way, and she motions directly behind her. So right in front of you a ways is this hut that Rictavia has moved towards. And this ghost kind of points over to the left of you.
I'll start walking in that direction. Where the ghost is pointing.
DJ will stride.
I'll send a quick message, not sending, but like the cantrip message to Rictavia about just brief what Ghost said and which direction we're headed.
Okay, she can respond, right?
Yes, you can reply to this message.
You can reply to this message. She says, I have found the gem. There is a man in this hut, though, so I'm going to scout for a bit.
Okay, I'll relay what she said to the rest of the people. To my
What she
peeps.
said.
Yeah, that's exactly what I say. You guys heard her. Let's keep going.
No, we didn't.
And I just keep walking.
You guys walk past this dilapidated mansion where you got this ghost. You walk around it, and there is this pen filled with goats. They are all deep midnight black, except for one that is red. And it seems to have a tattoo on its arm. And it is ramming into this gate over and over and over and over. And up ahead, you see a statue.
How big are these goats?
I'll say
Could
it's
I
funny
pick
enough.
one
That
up?
one's the black sheep. of the
Standing on
group.
their hind legs, they're 5 feet tall.
They're a very large
Okay.
sheep.
Goat.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to try and hold the goat. Not pick it
Like-
up, but hold it back from hitting its head against the.
So, like, you put your hands through the grates and are, like, trying to keep it from ramming its head into the gate itself?
No, I go inside the pen.
Oh, you're gonna have to fly in.
That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be like a strength savings throw as it tries to ram into you as hard as it possibly can.
Sure.
I want to try
Can
to
Todd
cast.
sabotage her?
No.
I want to
Like
try to
just
cast
a
message
really
to the
small
goat.
eldritch blast at her feet.
To the goat.
Well, assuming if it is a polymorphed human and it has a human brain but is in a goat body, the human brain could reply to my message.
Big brain move.
I got a 19.
A 19, it runs into you and you're like, whoa! You guys watch as like Sarzaneth is like holding the horns of this goat as it's like, meh! And just
I-
pushing against her.
I cast message and I simply say, "Are you a goat?" That's it.
Fair
See if
question.
there's a human brain in there.
You hear back, are you a goat?
Are you
Fair response.
actually a human in a goat form or another being in a goat form?
Is this a new message?
Yeah.
It responds, get bent and leave me alone.
I'll get up right up next to the gate and be like, Zarzan, feel free to kill that thing.
No.
Then I cast message. How do you like
Hey,
it now?
lamb chops for days.
I'd like to have its horns, please.
No.
It's responding as if it doesn't have a goat mind, and it's very rude.
I'm going to like. So with that strength saving throw, can I make the goat sit?
Yes.
I'm going to make the goat sit. And, like put it in timeout.
It's just like chomping at the air trying to bite you as you're like,
Hold on.
Todd's gonna pull out a fillet knife. Not actually
I-
advancing, but just
I have so I
That
have
goat was mean. I'm headed
letting
to
the
statue.
goat know its options.
I have
were-
manacles.
what were you gonna say, DJ?
I was just. Zaznath, what is your plan with this goat?
I don't know yet. Hold on.
I just yell as I'm walking towards the statue. How'd it go?
So theoretically, with a 5 foot, like it when standing on hind legs, 5 foot goat, its hooves are pretty large. Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would like to put manacles on the goat's front legs.
You gave us this goat, Elizabeth. You gave us this goat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It was
and
a
it's
mean
beautiful.
goat, so I don't even feel sorry for it.
You manacle the goat. And it tries to like it puts its feet down and the ground is so soft that they kind of it can't get like a good wide grip and it just kind of begins to sink in and its like bearded chin just hits the ground and is like
All right. Are you gonna be nice or not? I pick the
Why
goat
does
up.
Goat and Bob sound so familiar?
And I put the goat on, like I put the goat back on top of the ground, hoping that it won't sink again. What did you do? Roxy, get back over here! I can't talk to the
That
goat.
was rude. I'm walking towards the statue with Irina.
They're going that way. So BJ goes that way. I don't
All
speak.
right, hold on. I also have rope.
Sarzaneth, if we're not gonna eat it, then I move
I
along.
would like to bring the goat with me. Will it come with me?
You're gonna have to fly it over the fence?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Just tell me what everyone sees.
I just want to see Sarzaneth carry this goat endlessly.
It's a really difficult job. Keep that in mind as you tell us what they see.
Oh yeah, she's like flapping her wings very wildly, and like they're like going everywhere, and like I drag it over the gate and set it on the ground. It is no longer manacled, but I do have like a rope in like a leash around its neck.
Okay.
You know, goats eat through things like that.
Not if it's on its neck.
But what about the part in your hand?
It
For
can't.
your hand.
For your hand.
It's big enough to eat your whole hand.
That's fair. I think we had an understanding.
Were you watching the same scene?
So we're gonna circle back to that. At the moment, the rest of you, I believe Todd is with Sarzaneth holding a fillet knife, like.
Nah, she didn't let me eat it, so I'm leaving.
You can eat the other ones. I don't care about the other ones right now.
You make your way over. You see elevated a few feet above the surrounding marsh is this raised plot of land. It's like barely 10 feet on a side, enclosed by this disintegrating iron fence. In the center of the plot is a life-sized stone monument carved in the likeness of a kneeling peasant girl clutching a rose. Although her features are gray and weather-worn, she looks exactly like Irina. Carved into the monument's base is an epitaph, which reads, sorry, it's a fun word, which reads, Marina, taken by the mists.
I mean, I don't really think she was taken by the mists, but sure.
You have to admit, Irina, that looks exactly like you.
I'm not denying that it looks exactly, I mean, it is me, apparently. That's
You know
what
who
we've got
could probably
going now.
solve this is the Countess herself.
You know what? Your
I'll send her a
mothers
message.
are
I'm
not.
gonna send Strahd a message.
Your mothers are not very creative when name picking.
You know what?
I didn't say that it wasn't a good name. I just said they weren't creative.
I believe her next life she may be called Serena.
You know what? I would like to not have another life after this. I feel like that whatever has been going on, I'm probably done with it.
But is it done with you?
I'd like it to be.
Alright, I counted out my words.
Oh no.
Who was Irina originally? What is it about her that intrigues you so much? How many cycles have the two of you gone through? It's 24 words.
It's completely silent for uncomfortably long, other than this red goat that is angrily pulling on the rope. And you hear back, well, wouldn't you like to know? Why don't
I think
you
that's
go
pretty
ahead?
obvious.
and come visit me in the castle. I will make a nice dinner for you and your friends.
You just
I'll
told
reply.
Strahd where we were, just so you know.
I did not. I'll reply. Thank you for the invitation. We were making our way there anyways.
Now you did!
I hope all things are okay for the boy. Take care of him.
And this is out loud. We
Yep.
can all hear.
Yeah, oh yeah, and I just burnt through all of my high level spells. Cause that's
Roxy, I
what we
think
do.
you've been Carla too long.
You hear back. I look very, very much forward to it, and I will make sure that you have a safe passage here and within the castle for our dinner. I don't care if that went over. That's what she
She's
said.
she's very hospitable. Whenever we're ready to go to the castle, we just have to go in. She's gonna make sure that we get a safe passage the way
No,
there
she's
and through
not.
the castle. Well, I didn't roll. You know what? I don't
thought
even
we
like
said
you. I guess
Roxy and
it's just
alone
mockery on the
first, and then
goat.
we all sneak in the back.
Just mockery on the goat.
Yeah, it was rude to me, and now it's being loud and obnoxious.
Look, just because it's bad to the bone, don't mean you gotta do it.
Yes.
I rolled a 17. It continues to scream in goat and
Fine, I
pull on
kick
the
it.
rope.
No vicious mockery. I'll just kick it.
Roxy, ask it how to make it not a goat.
Stop
No, it was
kicking
rude.
my
When
goat!
they turn human, they quit yelling.
It was rude. It
Stop
could just
kicking my
stay a
goat! Do not kick my goat.
Anyway, well,
I will
I'll
kick
look at
you if you
Irina
kick my goat.
and be like, so the Countess wasn't helpful with information, but when we have dinner with her, I bet she'll let us know. But you are not originally you. We know that. I'll walk towards the statue, mad at the goat still. I like
back
this
here and talk to
Countess
my
way
goat.
more than the goat right now.
Fenway, just so you know, like, your face is totally covered.
Oh, I know. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
It was trying to use my computer camera rather than
Got it. Got it.
regular camera, and that's why in the chat I said my camera hates me.
Ah. Nah, okay, we're caught up.
So is the statue holding a sword? Is there
Yeah,
any sword?
Just out of curiosity, what has DJ been doing? DJ's been very quiet.
A DJ has been observing.
Taking it all in.
Just taking it on. Actually, how sturdy do these goat horns look? Like stronger than normal horns?
It doesn't matter. If you want to break those horns off, I'll help you.
Not my goat!
This is all internal for
Yeah,
clarity.
How
that was
strong
out of
do they
player. That was out of character.
Just want to get an idea on how strong these, just on the observational fact of just, they look like good horns based on the fact that I saw it grabbing its head on a.
Interestingly, they just look like regular tiefling horns.
Tiefling horns?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's
Had to be
intriguing.
So they look like this.
Does it look okay? So does it look like we might be able to go underneath the set? Like there is a lift up, like a hidden.
Are you
door or
going to
something?
investigate it? Tell me what
I
you're
would-
doing.
I would love to investigate around, trying to see if there is a hidden sword somewhere.
Roxy jumps to the ground, is like digging through the grass, like tap, 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 tapping. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, yeah, that was amazing.
It was a 1, wasn't it?
It was like
No. I got a 15 total.
Very nice. Okay.
If Bob helps me.
Todd
no.
can help by pointing out places Roxy should look, rather than looking there themselves.
Look there. Yep, good job. No, there. To the,
Yeah,
to the
look,
left.
look. Don't forget, over there, down a little. Yeah, is it there?
There's like you put your hand down underneath the statue, and there's like a whole cavity like just under the ground. You realize that it's just been kind of covered up by mud. It's actually, this whole statue is kind of like on this box that is open on one end, and the mud and the grass and everything has just kind of covered it. So you're like, squelch.
I'll wave off over. Dr. Jericho, could
Yes.
you come look at this for a moment? And I'll show them the what I have discovered.
Now, does that space look like it's only enough to like reach through, or does it seem like somebody could squeeze in?
Seems like somebody could squeeze in.
DJ squeezes in. Just
Bob,
DJ disappears
don't
into
make
the
them
ground.
go alone. You follow.
And he throws himself down into the water and is like
It's just like next to where the opening
next
is.
to where it is, and
This
it's
is
just
the
like,
opening entirely?
like swimming on top of this water face down, like.
Okay? How about that? You follow me, and I will lead Bob behind Doctor.
And yeah, I will submerge and just.
Dr. Jericho, you find yourself in a little crawl space, just big enough for you, as you see Roxy and Bob Zombie trying to push their way in behind you.
And it's not like submerged like underwater, so it's actually able to.
It's very watery in there, but you climb in and immediately you see this sword just sitting there against the wall. Like you could reach out and grab it, but you take up the entire space and
Oh, so it's just a chamber. It's not like a tunnel into a chamber. Okay, then I would just be back, keeping an eye out.
Well, DJ's gonna go in and be like, "Oh, yes, the sword," and we'll reach for and take the sword.
just this bat out of hell just bursts into your face like from the corner,
I punch.
flaps around a bit. Oh, you punch? You said, oh.
It jumped at me.
Are you surprised?
Why
are you
that roll?
The doctor punched a monkey once, so
Fighting small creatures is actually a profession of mine.
Small creature
proficiency.
fighter.
it's a proficiency they took.
We're just gonna hit this with, and I only have thunder gauntlets because that's just how my hand works. That is a 25 to hit.
25 to hit. No, that doesn't hit this bat. No, I'm kidding.
Dang, that's a good bat.
Not bad
Tell me
bat.
what it looks like. You're gonna kill this bat. Just tell me the story.
So as I reach for the sword, its glistening blade, in the hopes that something of it will come to be, this bat pierces through the darkness. A shrieking noise as it comes close, and with immediate reflexes, the fear of 1,000 dragons, I punch it like a freight train. An exploding force of a booming blade shrouds its body in wind and throws it against the wall until it splatters, much like a watermelon between my thighs.
Is it dead?
What? I'm sorry. Hold on. Back up.
Did you kill
A
it?
sentence back, please.
I punch it with the force of 1,000 dragons.
Nope. One after that.
It gets swarmed in a bunch of wind and gets thrown against the wall.
One more.
Oh, and it explodes like a watermelon between my thighs.
Yes, that one.
I don't miss leg day.
Okay.
Bat guts and blood everywhere.
I
You
can
have the
grabbing the sword.
You've got it.
No.
You.
And is it still a crawl space, or is it enough it's enough for me to comfortably be in here, right?
Barely, like you're on your belly. So this all happened like you crawl in, you're on your belly, you reach out, grab it, you punch this thing, and you're trying to like shimmy back around as everyone and their dog, or I guess their zombie, are trying to get in as well.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna crawl back.
No, yeah, I'll back up. Bob, get back, get back.
And with how small it is, there will be the sound of like bones cracking as DJ is, hyper flexible and is moving in a position that seems very uncomfortable, a very elastic form to move through, make their way back out.
You just see like the water of this muddy area, mud and water, and like a sword coming up out of it, and then a weird jangled version of whatever DJ looks like right now.
Yep, the pale white elven female.
Now, should
With
we
the-
carry this sword around, or should the doctor eat it?
Give me some time. I will find the perfect use for it.
Because if it's a very
Let me
sought after
double check.
item, it might be dangerous just to have it out and about.
I think specifically I'm going to do identify on it. It'll let me know if it is a magic item or some other magically imbued object. I learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, and how many charges it has, if any.
Okay. So you cast that already?
Yeah.
This appears to be a longsword hilt. While grasping the hilt, you can use a bonus action to cause a blade of pure radiance to spring into existence, or make the blade disappear. While the blade exists, this magic longsword has the finesse property. If you are proficient with short swords or longswords, you are proficient with the sunblade. You gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon, which deals radiant damage instead of slashing. When you hit an undead with it, it takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage. And also emits a bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim in an additional 15 feet. The light is sunlight itself, not just any light. You can use an action to expand or reduce its radius by 5 feet each to a maximum of 30 feet or a minimum of 10 feet. Words. I will post that for you guys to read in the Discord.
Great.
Proficiency
Cool, so
with
that's
the...
it. We're ready for Strahd.
Oh, speaking of,
Well, she's waiting
Roxy.
for us, so
You hear a voice
okay.
in your ear, Roxy, that just says, "You know what? It seems that you are choosing to be hostile, so I no longer grant safe access." And the voice
Since when are we
disappears.
hostile?
Do I know if I can reply?
It's the same spell you use to
Okay.
communicate with her. It's right in your ear. She seems to have noticed what just happened.
Well, I told you to not to tell her where we
We-
were.
We just want. Oh crap! I have to count. We just want to protect ourselves from the unknown. You seem to have a temper, and yeah, I'm just gonna stop there.
No reply.
I just look at everyone and be like, yeah, she knows we have the sword.
This is why I told you not to. Why?
Nope, no one told me not to message her.
That I did.
Nope.
And I
Not
look
the
at
first
note.
time.
This is what I have to deal with.
She didn't know where we were until I think we grabbed the sword.
You literally told her we were on our way and that we had met.
I did not say we were here though.
That we had known about Marina.
DJ's got a bat wing on their shoulder.
And DJ's form turns back into the mannequin form, and will literally take the sword, kind of put it into the ground slightly, grip their right arm at the elbow inside joint, and completely just remove the arm entirely. Then takes the sword and impales it through the shoulder of the removed arm until it pokes slightly out of the knuckle of the hand, and then lodges that back onto their arm.
I want to make sure the goat is looking at DJ while they do this.
Let's see. Yep. You hear the goat go from to just silence.
You can be my friend willingly, or I will make you my friend.
Meh.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I've been stuck with.
You see the goat's eye twitching.
You chose to. Don't even give me that.
As you actually connect this sword with your body, DJ, a flood of visions overcome you entirely, completely. You see, well, you see the history of what happened here in Brez, you see this Marina, I can't remember now. You see her romance with Strahd. You see Strahd's rage, Strahd destroying her, destroying the village, raining hellfire down upon everyone simply with her mood. You see, even before that, you see Irina again, dying at the hands of Strahd. Strahd just ripping her throat out. Even before that, you see Irina again, each time wearing different clothing, slightly different colored hair, different situation, dying over and over and over. You see Castle Ravenloft. You see Irina on her wedding day, wearing a gorgeous gown. You see her sneak a kiss from her partner that she's going to marry, but the odd thing is her partner looks very familiar to you. You see a flash of Strahd biting into his neck, killing him, drinking his blood. And it's at that moment you remember exactly where you recognize the face of this dead man. You see Eddie. You also realize you have gone through a lot of changes since coming to Barovia that you remember. And Eddie was with you guys, was traveling with the party quite often, quite present, until the evening that he helped Irina and Eastmark get to the church. And you guys haven't seen him since. You feel his presence within you. It was the same evening that you dropped your goblin form and began to tap into your previous lives, your previous beings. Same exact evening. What are you feeling?
Confusion. Yet a sense of certainty. Anger. Yet peace. However, I feel understanding. As I believe I'll kind of come back into focus. Well, that's unfortunate. Said out loud.
You looked a little bit lost there after stabbing yourself in the arm with the sword. Also, you have a bat wing on your shoulder.
Wipes it off. I suppose so. I suppose lost would be a good way to describe it. But now, I believe I have discovered much now.
Curious. Deep dude voice while still looking like this lady elf?
No, mannequin form right now.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, I just had to clarify that. I was like, interesting. Okay.
Interesting choice.
The rest of you saw DJ, their eyes go completely like white as they were kind of shaking and lost in this vision just for a few moments.
Happens
and
to me
then come back
sometimes,
to.
too. It's okay.
We have work to do.
Is it
As
the
we're talking
castle
about the
DJ,
gems.
or is there more stuff that we need to get?
Octavia has carried the gem. We have most of what we need to move forward.
Are we going to leave Rictavia to deal with the gem and we are going to go without her?
That's up to her. She knows where we're headed, what our goal is.
And if she knows what's good for us, she'll know. She has to give us the gem so we can complete the task, lest she be stuck in a cycle of torment.
Well, it's on the way out. She was just over at that hut. We can grab her on our way out.
I'll send a message in the direction I last saw her and say, "What have you discovered?"
You hear shh.
I'll say, "Whoever's around you can't hear me. You're the one making the noise."
You hear. Wait, is it like a microphone where you can pick up other sounds that are happening, or you can only hear?
No, it's a message. It's telepathic.
Okay, fine. Then you don't hear anything.
Yeah, it's not an open mic.
Oh, but can I make it? I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
It's
it.
up to you. You're the
It's an
DM.
open mic at the moment.
Barovia's wild.
Barovia is wild. You hear splat.
I think she killed a goat.
Is my goat next to me?
Yes, your goat is next to you.
Okay.
We should probably go check on her. I'll head over to where Rictavia was.
Currently, there's only one thing I really care about, and that's my goat. But I will bring my goat with me to go see if Octavia's okay.
You approach this hut. You can see that there is an open doorway visible on one side, beneath which floats this upside down, hollowed out skull of a giant. It's just like you didn't really notice it before, and as you get closer, you're like, that's a skull. It's a really big skull. And you see Rictavia's hat in the window of this hut.
Did Roxy share any of her messages, like the guy in the hut or the goat sounds?
Yeah, is anybody
I did the
sharing
ghost
anything
sounds.
they're getting secretly?
I figure, yeah, I probably have.
Okay.
I have not gotten anything.
I'm not a big secret keeper.
No one asked about what DJ
Just so we
saw.
know to be careful going in. Otherwise, Todd would just walk in. Can we peek in the window?
DJ will walk in though.
Sounds
Okay.
about right.
It looks
Okay,
like
then-
to get up to the porch, you're gonna have to kind of use the skull as like a ladder to get from the ground up there, unless you're like flying, which I know Sarzaneth can do.
I'm just gonna like hardcore parkour climb.
Parkour climb, acrobatics.
Acrobatics?
DC 20.
Instead of parkour, I'd like to just climb aggressively.
So strength.
As long as I can use athletics, that'd be great.
Athletics? Okay, DC 18.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use the inspiration because that was bad. That was a 1. That's a 22.
Aw.
Okay.
Oh, I wanted a funny story. Okay, so you like grab onto the skull and you don't even climb, you just use like your sheer mannequin muscle power and you're just like boom and like Superman it the rest of the way up. Or something, whatever you think.
No, that's accurate. That was the intention. I also drop down into the hero pose, hand down, arm up.
3-point landing.
Exactly.
You look through the window and you see Rictavia hiding down by a shelf, like in the corner. Just her little hat kind of sticking up by the window. Further into the hut, you see what appears to be a bathtub, like with the claw feet and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You see a person, question mark, sitting in the tub. They have skin of green tint, kind of furry around the edges, almost a human goat-ish like face, ears, small protruding horns, looks like recently protruded. There's some blood trickling down. Oh wait, no, there's just blood everywhere as this person is digging into their bath water and bringing up blood and just letting it drip through their bony, sharp fingers as you see next to the tub about 3 goats with their throats slashed wide open.
Are they
Must have
red
been
or
emptied
black?
into it.
And can
Black.
Rictavia see me? Can I tell that Rictavia sees me looking in?
No, she is hiding. You get the sense that maybe this wasn't the case a minute ago when she climbed in, and then now this is the case and she can't move.
Okay, so I'm gonna head back towards the group, not like climb down, but just I know everybody else is climbing as well. I'm going to cast Enlarge as I tell them what's going on.
Delightful. Just like yelling it from the porch.
And that's what I'm saying. No, that's what I said. As they're climbing, I'm like casting Enlarge and like as a Enlarge. We have a scene to deal with inside.
You hear that? You guys have a thing to deal with inside.
Well, with that, DJ will then run through and will charge towards this bathing goat man.
So will
Bathing
Sarzeneth.
man. All right.
Sarzeneth
Todd's
is
still
going
trying to
to
climb the skull.
tie her goat
trying to look as
to
cool
a
as
tree
DJ.
and then going to go in. She would have tied the goat to a tree before she flew up.
Okay. So, DJ, I guess I'm gonna give you the well, DJ and SARS are actually top of the round anyways. What are you doing here?
Alright, so DJ is going to run up enlarged. Bonus action, bright sword. As the sword, you'll see the light glow inside of this arm becoming now transparent, revealing the blade as the tip of the blade, the length, extends protruding out of the knuckles, and will Superman punch this goat man as I cast a booming blade on this radiant knuckle duster.
On this radiant knuckle duster. Got it. Okay. So go ahead and roll the attack for me and the damage. Your DC for attacks is going to be 15, just to save time.
Alright, I'm gonna use the one extra reroll we have, but now this is my last reroll I can never use. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. That's gonna hit, obviously. Go ahead and give me the damage and tell me, like, yeah. And then Sarzeneth, you'll be next in deciding what to do, and then...
Is it undead?
It is not undead.
Alright, so the damage, 11 plus 7, it's going to be 11 radiant and 7 thunder damage.
11 radiant, 7 thunder, okay.
And I had to get a spell to do that, bonus action, so that is actually all I can do right now.
Okay, so you bust through the door, and this goat man is just taking a nice, calming bath after a long day of work. And you run in and you punch him in the face with your sun sword arm. You hear this like as he turns towards you, gets punched in the face, and Sarzeneth.
I'm gonna. So, is there a way that I could cast Moonbeam and not hit DJ?
You can hit DJ, it's fine.
What's the range? I would say that DJ was able to punch and then pull back a little, so
It's
maybe 5-10 feet away.
It's a 5-foot radius.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's easy.
So I will place it on top of the goat man.
Okay.
and on the beginning of its turn, when a creature enters a spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames. So when it starts its turn, it is going to take 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one.
Okay, save, and that is an 8.
That will not succeed. So on its turn, it will take 15. What kind of damage is this? Radiant damage.
15 radiant damage. All right. Good to know. So, on the beginning of its next turn or right now? Right now?
On the beginning of its next turn.
Okay, got it. Okay, I've got that's what I thought. I marked it down. Just wanted to make sure this energy of moonlight bursts into this words. It's like phew, and he's like, oh. Roxy, are you still down?
Oh yeah, I didn't climb up.
Did you want to do anything?
I will send a message to Rictavia.
Okay.
I will, if I can do like a bonus action sort of thing, I want to ask her if she knows what it is that they're fighting up there, and then I will tell them what she says if there's like something that they need to know that they don't know what they're up against, sort of thing.
Okay. So you just okay. So she responds, this is they've just come in fighting. This is Baba Lysaga. This is I didn't, and you see her, she's like climbing out the window at this point. She's like, I'm not gonna message you, I'm just coming out, because there's so much chaos in there now anyways. She can just climb back out the window, and she's standing on the porch like, so Baba Lysaga, bath, blood, goat's blood, he's bathing in it,
don't know who that is,
him in the face.
I'll just shout out, as like bonus action, I'll just shout, might be more than we can handle, as loud as I can up to them.
All right.
A little too late for that. Just
odd. How about you?
Don't worry, I'll bring you all back.
I don't like that. Not from you. I know what that means.
What is Todd doing in this
From
moment?
the front porch, I'm just gonna kind of lean in the door a little bit and cast Mind Spike, and then get back out onto the porch.
Lovely. Okay. Sounds good.
That's a wisdom
Mind
save.
Spike.
Roxy's just doing the Pulp Fiction gif. I'm just like,
15.
So you still take half damage.
Okay.
Let me see what the damage is. 26, so 13 for half psychic damage.
13 for half psychic damage. Got it. This Baba Lysaga has taken all this damage, has climbed out of the bath like really fast, just like climb, and to the other side, and has pulled underneath this clawed tub and is beginning to crawl out of it towards those of you in the house, just dragging all this blood along the floor with him. As it's actually Irina's turn, and she is going to...
How far did it actually move away from us?
No, it's moving towards you. It like climbed out of the tub and is moving towards you.
Perfect. So it's going to take 2d8 thunder damage from my booming blade.
Okay. That sounds good.
It will take 8 points of thunder damage as the wind that was around it slaps it again.
You can see this whole shack that you were in is just exploding with all this energy, and there's bottles flying off the shelves, shattering. There's cages full of ravens everywhere that are squawking and being knocked to the ground. Irina runs forward with she runs forward with her longsword. She's opened the door at this point, comes running up with a 17 to hit. Thank you very much. Yes. And that is 9 damage as she, whoosh, I say she brings the sword down and chops off a hand as this person creature lets out this very high-pitched screech. And for their turn, transforms into a cloud of flies.
Hold on. So a shape changer, if it fails its saving throw on the beginning of its turn, it changes to its original form. It has to stay like that as it's in its when it's in the moonbeam.
Okay, so savings throw again? At the
No,
beginning?
that it already failed its saving throw. That's the one that it took the 15
But it can
radiant
move out of
damage.
Moonbeam, can it?
So it doesn't have to
could
revert
move-
to its original form before doing anything.
Yes.
So it turns into a cloud of flies, and immediately, suddenly, you see this cloud of flies. They're all discombobulated and jerking around, and they come back together into this goat man form. And he looks around, confused, looks up at you all, and just, I
Bleats.
guess, bleats like a ghost. And it's going to crawl across the floor as fast as it possibly can in like the jerkiest wet motions as it's just dragging this blood everywhere. Wow, Sarzeneth, what do you do here? We're back to top of the round.
Hold on. How far away from the moonbeam is the thing now?
It is, well, as far as it could get. Say 30 feet. 30
Great.
feet away.
I can move it 60 feet. I'm going to put the moonbeam right back on top of it. It is my action. But I'm going to put the moonbeam right back on top
Oh,
of
this is
it.
gonna be great.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, fantastic. Roll again. That is a 16.
That succeeds. Can I use one of my can I use my reroll to make you reroll?
Yes. That's a 15?
Oh, 15 will also make it.
I'm in!
It still takes half damage.
It's okay. I got you. Ours
That's
on my
okay.
turn.
It's Oh wait, hold on. A shape changer makes it with disadvantage.
Oh my god. So that's disadvantage plus. Okay, reroll at disadvantage.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
There
Okay.
we go.
It fails. This is the best spell for shape changers.
Okay. DJ?
So DJ, like a freight train, is going to run up and use the shove action to shove it to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So I need a contested athletics.
A 5.
Perfect. That's a 23. I'm going to use the second half of my attack action to then grapple it while it's prone. I need a contested athletics, and it rolls at disadvantage because it's prone.
First one was a natural 20. Second one was a 3.
Thank God, 'cause I rolled a 9, so I still... Whew, just enough. It is now pinned to the ground in the moonbeam.
I do need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, though, DJ.
It's fine. I'm technically not a shape changer.
No, but you still have to make it because it does it with any creature. So,
Yeah.
but you don't have any disadvantage, and you don't
Okay.
revert.
Oh, damn. It's an 11.
That does not make it, unfortunately.
Wait,
you take...
actually, I'm going to use Flash of Genius, add +4. It is now a 15.
Okay, so you do make it, and it was 9 damage, so down to 4. but I reroll the damage on the monster's turn.
That's cool for me, because that thing can't move now.
No, it can't. Okie dokie. So, Carla, Roxy, what you doing?
I'm just shouting from the bottom. What are you guys even know why you're fighting? Didn't even try to hurt anybody.
They've got it pinned. Octavia's
Why?
like pointing.
What's the matter? We could have just left. We got the sword.
Well, we gotta get the gem. The gem's in there, and they're fighting him.
And while they're fighting it, go get the freaking gem.
Oh, that's a good
That's a
idea.
valid point.
Octavia's like, yeah, I knew
I'll
that.
help
That's
from
what I
down
was
here.
doing.
I'll
That's what I was
help from
doing.
down here. Go. That's all I'm doing.
She climbs back in the window and is like, huh, and like tiptoeing around the situation. Todd, what are you doing?
Todd, the creature is prone now. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
sorts of stuff now.
It's also restrained. Or it's grappled though.
It's grappled and prone, so it can't move. It has to take an action to get free. There's disadvantage on existing.
Okay, so Todd's gonna form their pact weapon, which is just a very bland, uninspired looking longsword.
A little rusted, maybe.
And I'm gonna attack with that. And let me see.
You have advantage because it is prone.
Fantastic. No, that's not. Okay, so I have to hit. I'm trying to see how the Eldritch Smite works because I haven't got to use it yet. Okay, so that is a natural 20.
Yeah. Go, Todd.
Very nice.
Okay. Go ahead and give me the damage. Meanwhile, this is happening. The spider leg roots of this hut have been lashing out at you, Roxy, and one of them manages to hit, and that is going to be 30 bludgeoning damage.
More
When did they
dangerous out there.
start lashing out? Because if that would have been before my second turn, I would have moved away from them.
No, it happened right at the same moment, like right before Todd's turn.
30? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's 27 to hit, or 27 damage.
Okay.
And then I get, because I use my pack weapon, I get to attack again with my packed weapon. I get a second attack.
Do it.
Okay.
Oh, that's 27, but it was a critical. So that's
Everybody shout out to our favorite warlock.
Right?
54? That'd be 54 damage.
Did you have
And
a
then I
question,
missed on the
Sarzana?
second one.
I do have a question. Is the hut living?
It appears to be, and it's kind of
Can it-
glowing
So
with
what
the
it-
light.
Damage? Because the
Moonbeam.
moonbeam would have gotten it on both of its turns.
It can take damage.
Can the house
So-
roll a Constitution saving throw?
I
for us,
need the
please?
house to make me 2 Constitution saving throws.
10 and a 5.
Both of them fail.
Todd, how do you want to do this?
Do I kill it?
Yeah,
Don't look
You
so
know-
happy.
you guys came in like a
Todd-
wrecking ball?
Todd
you let me
hasn't
know what
killed
you want.
anything
because
dangerous on purpose.
This turns
This whole
into a
time.
Tarantino film ending.
I'm holding the body. You tell me what you need DJ to do with the body for you. If you need me to tee it up, whatever.
Oh, Todd's just gonna split it in half. Just
The-
like a hot blade through butter, just head down.
Yeah, like you see in an alien movie where like the cows are kind of cut in half and you can like see their insides like perfectly spliced kind of thing. Yep.
And through the floor a little bit even.
I just see
And-
part of a sword stick out the bottom. They're like, oh dang.
And the house takes 16 plus 18 damage.
Lovely. And as Todd slashes the sword through this this floor as well, you notice where the sword comes through the bottom, that glow. A very strong glow that was carried by that scarecrow creature. This backward scarecrow dog from the night before. And as Baba Lysaga is spliced in half,
Oh, more Baba Lysaga.
the house kind of drops down on a few of its legs and extends its arm out. It's still living, but it seems confused.
I would like to try and take control of the house.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm going to put my hands on the floor and try and talk to the house.
What do you say to it?
We did not come here to hurt you. Whoa, I went missing. Hold on. I'm gone. I'm going to continue this.
I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear
Okay. Well, I'll go forward with this until I can get my camera fixed. We did not come here to hurt you. We have no intention of doing so. We only wish to heal the land surrounding, and wish to free you from shackles.
Now, Todd, are you assisting in any way? Are you supporting this because
I'm grabbing the gem and getting out. I don't care about the house. I'm still in shock that I killed something big on purpose. And it wasn't like a deranged young man.
the house doesn't rile up Sarzaneth, but it doesn't seem to respond to you? What you do notice is as Todd jumps off the front porch and approaches the gem beneath the house, it makes way for Todd.
Todd, it likes you. Come help me make friends with the house.
And I'll just kind of reach up and I'll like pet the underside of the house, I guess. I don't know what that means, but okay, good house. And then I'll just pick it to them.
Sits down in a more relaxed stance, and then as you reach up and grab the gem, the house collapses.
Nice.
I need you to make me dexterity savings throw or be pinned underneath this house.
Well, I said I went to go assist Todd, so I'd like to try to hold up the house.
Okay.
Does that mean I get to try again?
Yes.
Thank God.
Bob Zombie was standing next to me and also
18.
took 30 damage.
Oh, thank you, DJ. That was close.
With that, with my strength, it's a 23 to try to hold the house from immediately collapsing on Todd.
Get free.
All right, we're good.
The house is inanimate. The stench of blood overcomes all of your senses now that the adrenaline rush is over. Rictavia climbs out the window. The gem is not in the house. I can't.
Todd's just gonna slip it into their bag real quietly.
I can't
I
find
don't
the
know
gem.
where it could have been. We might just be out of luck.
We're gonna. You know what? I know there's one in the castle. All we need is one. I think we need to get out of here. And you can see that all of the scarecrows around Berez twitch and move and outstretch their arms, and that is where we're gonna end the session.
Alright, I'll do it later then. I'll save it.
Dang! All right.
I only have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Is my goat still there?
Your goat is still there, and Todd still has Stephen the Raven and Raven the Apple. And
Can I put the goat near the moonbeam enough to try and change it back to its original form?
sure. What's another 30 seconds? Yes. You kind of drag the goat. It's like, dragging it along.
You're dragging to slaughter, basically.
I'm not dragging
Actually, you
it
can
the
just
other
goat.
you can move the moonbeam. You don't have to drag the goat. You
Oh,
just
yeah.
move the moonbeam.
No, make this more difficult than it needs to be. Why easily move the moonbeam where you can dangerously drag the goat?
You're dragging it past all these goat corpses, all this goat blood all over the floor.
It's a
Yep.
20-foot. It's a 20-foot tall cylinder. It's probably on the outside too. I could bring it around the side of the house.
And the goat, in its last final screams of resistance, transforms into a red tiefling.
Told you it wasn't a goat.
Friend.
And that's where we'll end the episode. Friend! Oh my gosh. Okay, outros before we keep playing.
Wait, there's one more thing I wanted.
No. Wow, I'm just gonna go order my screen. Fenway.
Really? You had to start with me?
Friend!
Yeah, alright. Hi y'all, my name's Fenway Jones. I am at Fenway, the teen DM on Twitter and at Jasper's Game Day on all of the social medias. I do all of the Jasper's Game Day things. We have some fun stuff that's going to be announced soon, so you should definitely follow us on social media and wait for those announcements.
Yay! Very cool. I didn't know which way to go on my screen. Casual.
Well, it's been fun today, and you can call me Jay Casual. You can find me on all social media at Just2Casual and Casual Creativity over on Twitch. You can also find me on multiple channels doing multiple things. On Creators Assemble this Friday, I'll be doing Agents of Nyx, which here all the gods are dead, and we are now challenged to face what happens with that. And I'll be playing one of my homebrew classes from the 5e compatible Deep Breath inspired by anime and JRPGs. Inhale anticipation, explore the deep breath, exhale excitement.
Lovely. Just J. Wait, yeah, okay.
I'm Jessie J. That was my ring light. You can find me on Twitter at the boss Jessie J. I write D&D content. It's just been a very long week. It's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday, guys.
And
We
it's
got
still been a
you.
very long week.
You made a big kill. Congratulations.
I
Like,
rolled a
of a
natural
baddie.
20. Todd rolled a natural 20. Made my whole week.
Ty.
Hello, I'm Ty Stone at lame_riot on Twitter. And just as usual, I work with Beth the Bard, creating content and writing fun stories.
Yeah. And I'm Beth the Bard everywhere at It's Beth the Bard. Come hang out with me. I love making friends. Yeah, that's oh, I also wrote She is the Ancient, the book. It's on DM's Guild. We're giving away a copy in the comments. I will send a whisper to you if you won right after this is done to get your email address. Announcements: The Inspectors season 3. The penultimate episode airs Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific time right here on Gilding Light. You should definitely come catch it because it's amazing, and it's run by our very own DC Lasser, who produces every episode and is actually 5 kobolds in a trench coat of amazing. Also, thanks again to Gilding Light and Satine Phoenix, to Sirenscape for the, the music, the ambiance, and like the battle jams that it's Sirenscape, not Sirenscape. Everyone in the comments agrees with me.
Yeah, enjoy your syrup. I'm okay.
And thank you to the audience for being here and siding with me that it's called Sirenscape, not Sirenscape. Also, we will see you next week. Oh, winner is Papa Mom Bexo. Nice. All right. I will be whispering to you, Papa Mom XO, Papa
Papa
Bam,
Bam.
XO. Got it. Yep, thank you.
There's a B there.
There's a B. Papa Bam, XO. Yep, I'll be messaging you. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you next week. You guys are all amazing. Bye.
Walk carefully through the dark.